Hi, Justin.
Hi,
Normal phone.
Justin.
He's right there.
Yeah.
Would someone other than the person who doesn't even realize they missed a session like to give a recap of the session that person missed?
Yeah, this is fucking news to me.
Sure. So we started off. We ended the last session where we started we ended the session before that. Started the last session attacking some Sandman because Fox was like ready, wink, wink, and then stab, stab. And then that guy, I think tried to run away, or did he run away?
He said "fuck you" and disappeared.
He turned into a bunch of sand, right? And then
Okay,
and then
he didn't turn into a bunch of sand. He was always a bunch of sand. He just went into the sandy area and joined the rest of the sand.
He was a form. And then he just dissipated. So much for that. And I believe it was Ogier, or was it Fox? One of them said, "Oh, here's a door over here. I'm gonna open
Ogier.
it."
That
And
was
then
your new
went,
friend Ogier.
"Hi," closed it, and then turned around and went, "Uh-oh." And we found this room that has some stalagmite pillar thingamajigs and some hags.
Mm-hmm.
And seems like there's no good going on here, and
Is this
we're
the same
fighting
thing we
them.
just fought? Like a couple sessions ago? That almost wiped
It
us?
it looks very similar.
Ah, cool. Cool. That's fine. We handled it so well the first time, I'm not even worried.
Exactly.
It uses the same icon. I will say it is slightly different.
Ah, okay. Alright, that's at least a relief, because
That's
we
what he
almost
wants
died.
us to think.
Alright, let's see what I
Yeah, but
actually
there's also
have.
two of the Loxodon things.
Yeah,
And a hag.
The first one of those creatures we faced was watered down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is the real boss fight.
Fuck.
No, this is
Alright.
only round 2, potentially.
Let's see. No third level spells is not fun. Oh, I have something. I can do something with these. Are you at the top of? Did you guys end at the top of initiative?
Yeah.
Just like put me at the bottom.
I mean, we can just roll you in. I'll add you to the tracker.
I add myself. Yeah, just put me at the bottom.
But yeah,
That is unfortunately
players.
ahead of 3 things.
Unironically, that's actually exactly where I wanted to be at the end of all of our turns, but before the last couple monsters. So that's actually a perfect roll for me. Damn.
fair enough. One thing, because I was dumb last time, we're not actually at the top of initiative. We're one in. The Loxodon that is first in initiative was the last to go. So, the second one will go now. This is the one that is dragging Ogier, kicking and screaming into the center of this room.
Oh, yeah.
And he is going to take another step back with you until you're kind of in this center area. And then you see as he takes the big glaive that is covered in that same glistening oil, it warps into 2 daggers that he starts to hold to your throat and begins chanting something in that strange celestial dialect.
Well, I'm getting sacrificed.
Uh-oh.
Just say no.
Aldrich, what would you like to do?
I'm conflicted if I continue with the bit of I'm walking away, or if I actually just loop back around again for the people. Sure, I'll loop back around.
Player, fears of how another player is in dire need.
I
and
don't
is
see
about
it.
to be sacrificed by enemy. LOL. So I'm going for the bit later, bot guys. I spend my turn dashing away.
That's what his character would do.
He's frightened.
Isn't it?
All right, so I will.
Connor, what the fuck did you just say?
Gideon. Is Gideon down?
From who I can see,
Hey, Gideon's blue.
is Ogier still being held?
Ogier is currently being pinned down with two daggers to his neck. Gideon is unconscious.
Sorry, my actual question was like, who's the one holding? Because I see there's 3 people like on his around him.
This
him
guy.
and okay. So I will. Does it? I get like what's it called disadvantage just because he's on top of Ogier if I try to shoot an arrow at him, or do I have to like maneuver around Ogier some way? Or
I'm going to consider it a partial cover because he is using Ogier kind of as a shield right now. So it would be he has +2 to AC for any ranged attacks against him.
Gotcha. Okay. So I'm going to bonus action ensnaring strike to prepare to prepare the strike, and then I'm going to actually do the attack. So I loosen arrow, so it's at disadvantage because.
Why is it at disadvantage?
Oh, I thought you were saying partial.
Partial cover means he
partial
has
cover?
a +2 to AC for this attack. So you roll normally, and then it's as if you rolled with a -2 modifier.
Yep.
Gotcha.
The only mechanic in 5e with flat bonuses.
A
mind.
14, unfortunately, is not going to be enough.
Second
As
attack.
yeah, he kind of like lifts Ogier up to partially block the arrow, and then your arrow like bounces off of the dagger in his hand.
All right, attack again. Never mind.
No.
boy.
And as you
And then I
go to
continue-
release the arrow, you feel the tension in your bow. The bowstring's about to snap, so you just decide not to fire instead.
And then I say, you know what? I had a good idea before, and I continue walking out the door.
Bye.
Escher, it is worth noting you are currently in heavily obscured territory as you are within Aldrich's insect cloud.
Oh, also,
You know
you
what?
missed it.
Not
Katie used the Mist Blade ability for the first time last session.
Yep, made a cloud of mist, started teleporting around in it. It was great.
Good job. Does his cloud go down here?
It did,
No,
and then it came back up with him.
Oh, it goes with him. Okay, I was gonna say
It
'cause,
is
like, could I have
swarming
just not
around
walked
him,
into
which
it?
actually, he is 1 tile higher now, which means you are no longer in a heavily obscured area.
Okay, because I was gonna. I didn't realize it moved because I was like, I know I'm a little dazed and out of it, but I don't think I would have walked into the cloud of bugs.
You know what? Fair.
But it's fine. It's not on me anyway.
All right. Is that all, Aldrich?
Yeah.
Clara, what would you like to do?
Clara says, time to be brave.
Oh no.
10, 15, 20, 25. So Gideon's like unconscious, right?
Yeah.
Gideon is currently unconscious and bleeding out.
Wonderful.
I mean, I can fix that pretty soon.
Okay.
This would be the first turn, so there are no failed or succeeded death saves.
Okay, she's just gonna pat his head and be like, Mr. Asher will come help you, and then step over here.
As he stumbles in the corner going, oh, what?
And Clara's like doing the thing where she's like hugging the wall, trying to be like, no one can see me. I am stealth. And then, in a very stealthily fashion, going to shoot a firebolt.
What was that? Shoot a fireball?
No, I can't. I don't have any spells. Okay.
As Clara does.
Actually, hold on. I want to stay behind this pillar. Taking back that movement. I would like to bonus action attempt to hide.
I mean, Clara, you say you don't have any spells, but you do have a feature that allows you to substitute
I'm
spell
aware.
slots.
I'm aware that's the last ditch effort. I'm not at that point yet.
Fair enough.
Okay. Clara's gonna come in, attempt to hide behind this pillar so that the enemies are unsuspecting of her entering the room.
Okay, give me a hide or stealth check. As you kind of just bop into the room, you like look around, you dart in, and then you shout back to the rest of your group, "Don't worry, I'm hiding!"
You have to like stick your head out from around the pillar to see if they can see you.
The ears are just sticking out. Like the pillar isn't big enough to hide the ears. And then she's gonna like pull out a wrench and be like, whoop, and then shoot a firebolt at the hag.
What's the point of hiding if you were just gonna shoot a firebolt at it?
Cause I could get advantage.
I guess.
What do you mean?
She's min-maxing. She's min-maxing.
This is going to be a normal.
For funsies.
A 21 will absolutely hit.
Hell yeah, it does. But see, if I had advantage, then there's a higher chance of me critting. You see? You see?
That is an accurate statement. I don't think anybody will argue.
Well, Pat said it was stupid.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, only I said that.
All right, so that is 10 fire damage to the sand hag.
Yes. And Clara thinks she's very well hidden, and that's her turn.
Yeah, so you send out this bolt of flames from behind. You are not well hidden, but you are able to. You look over to see the old woman who is just kind of stumbling around, confused, and you send a stream of fire to hit her. And then, luckily, someone has joined the call, so thank God I don't have to be the person doing death save rolls for someone else. Gideon, please give me a death save.
Yay.
Also, I hope
Yeah,
your game
fair
went well yesterday.
We lost, but it was a close game.
Who won in SOG points?
We don't keep track of SOG points.
Well, that's all that matters, Katie.
I know, I'm sorry. Wait, no, that was the wrong one.
Yes. I think
How do I
both.
do death save on this thing
If
again?
you open up your character sheet, because
yeah,
you are
that's right.
currently dying, it should kind of just like take over your entire profile picture.
Because you are currently dying.
Uh-oh.
And you are currently 1/3 of the way to death. That is your turn.
Womp womp.
The big cow is none too happy with all of these motherfuckers around. And specifically, there's one that looks like something that gave you guys a lot of trouble previously. He does not want to do his big spinny move again due to the ally now within range.
He sure loved doing it when he could.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think he's been pretty standard about not doing it when an ally's in range, so I'm not going to say he would do it with Ogier there.
I agree. I just mean, I remember he was so upset that we always were too close
Yeah.
that he couldn't do it.
No,
So when he
I'm
finally
going...
got to do it, he was very
Where's Brian?
I'm going to do as close to what I think Brian would do as possible, which is reckless attack, the most dangerous thing he's aware of.
Correct.
Where's Brian?
Driving, probably.
or asleep.
He is poisoned, so this becomes normal with the reckless attack.
He's still poisoned?
Yes.
We are rolling like dog shit.
Yeah, you guys really duty.
The 14 will hit.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
What was that, a 2 that was rolled?
A 4.
A 4.
3.
3. Yeah.
That will be the first one. He is going to attack with his second attack. I'm not sure he actually can miss this target right now.
Oh.
Hey, it's still damage, and I don't think he has any bonus actions that are particularly useful right now. So that seems like an accurate enough Tavro turn. Fox, what would you like to do?
Is he raging?
He should
Yeah.
be. I assume so. Yes, he is definitely raging.
Did you apply any of like the elemental cleaver things to his attacks?
Damn it. No. Good
Because
catch.
that's really low damage for Tavro, like uncharacteristically.
Yep. Elemental cleaver is 1d6 additional damage. And because it's the scythe, it is so it's additional 2d6 for both of those. So I'm just going to do 4d6.
That's more like it. That's more like it.
That is an additional 12 damage.
He gets 2d6 per attack with the elemental cleaver.
As long as he is raging and has an elemental cleaver and specifically uses the scythe, yes. Mr. Machine, what would you like to do?
Yeah. Bonus action. With the level 2 spell, because I'm out of level 1s, I will do a healing word.
Do you want me to just do that so you can save your spells? I have a lot of low-level spell slots left if you want to save them.
Either way, the math adds up to a spell being used up.
Well, I know,
Oh,
but I'm saying you.
I assume.
Well, that I would use greater healing or
Like-
mass healing word, but some people are uninjured, so it's not min-maxing to use that one.
Really quick, it says under Giant's Might, while the elemental cleaver features active attacks with the Reveler's Harvest, deal an extra 1d6 damage.
Yeah,
It's
and
got
then
some
there's
type-
another.
Yes, and the
Oh,
elemental
weird.
cleaver by itself does 1d6.
That's not this item. That's part of like his subclass.
Oh.
The item adds an additional 1d6 on top of the 1d6 he gets while raging.
10, 15, 20. I'm assuming it doesn't actually occupy this space, and that's just how it looks.
Yep, yes, that is accurate. It is about 15 feet high. This is just a perspective thing.
In that case, whack.
Yeah, whack him. Whack him.
It's a
Yeah,
whack.
there you go.
That's a whack.
That's a big whack.
So,
Heyo.
just to go through it, because I go through it every single time. I'm adding a D8 because of
Divine weapon.
Divine Weapon, and then another D8 because of my cantrip, Green Flame Blade. So, I hope the critical hit actually does the math correctly.
Oh my god.
Jesus. Okay.
So that's at this guy.
Yep.
Go Fox.
Let's
And-
apply that.
Additional thing, fire jumps at this thing. So that
This
without-
sweet old lady who is just stumbling around confused
Not
is
a
just
sweet old lady.
repeatedly
Don't
being lit
gaslight us
on
like that.
fire.
wait, I forgot she was confused. Can I say it goes to this guy instead?
Do you get to
Didn't
redo
they
your
go out, like-
roll if you're hit
No.
on confusion?
And actually, fuck grandma.
No.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's just at the
confusion.
end of their turn they get to redo it. So, yeah, fuck grandma.
No thanks. Is that not crit damage too?
It
Oh, I suppose
it
that gains
is.
an additional 8.
So another 8 on top of that. And I almost just said minus 89 instead of minus 8. That would have been wrong. Anything else you'd like to do, Mr. Crit Master?
So I'm this guy.
Question: because Ogier and Splice Leonin share initiative, is it facts that Ogier goes after it?
I believe we did it where it was a Dex breaker tie-off. Tiebreaker Dex off, and the Leonin has higher Dex.
Dex breaker tie off.
Oh,
The
yeah,
break
I'm
Dex
I'm
tie-off.
sleepy.
Tying
I'm
off
tired.
Dex
You
breakers.
fuck yourself. So yes, it will go, like, it is higher in initiative because it has a higher Dex score and they share an initiative roll.
Okay.
You hear that, streamers? He told me to fuck myself.
Bonus
Yeah.
action command, because I can do enchantment spells as a bonus action using my signet, so I'm
Yes.
gonna command
Oh, we have signets. I forgot about
that guy, so I'm just gonna cast it without using a spell.
my signet has no charges.
That's gonna be repent.
Sorry, which one?
The spliced Leonin, the one that goes next.
Yes.
The one I
Okay.
think has a chance of failing.
Yep.
Nice.
So far, as you've seen, these things, for the most part, have very low wisdom.
It was more the hag and the splicer I was
The
thinking
hag
you'd not-
is an exception to that, most likely.
so I
Yes,
give it the command for repent,
it will repent for its next turn.
and that would be it.
It drops to its knees and starts, like, shouting out in that strange celestial dialect that you are not fully familiar with. Because you do speak celestial and there is some overlap, you hear some of the words that are like sorry and forgive. That is its turn. Ogier, what would you like to do?
Well, I don't like where. So, describe for me one more time. I remember these pillars. They all like have some kind of energy coming out of them, all linked to the hag. Yes.
So, yes, they are all like these jet black obsidian pillars with symbols carved into them. They're all like they all stand about 15 feet high, 4 to 5 feet wide. Each of them, for anyone, actually, which is everybody who has like any sort of arcane training, is able to see that like these tendrils of energy are reaching out from these obelisks, and all of them are like tied to the hag.
Are they different colors or all the same color?
They are all like it's less that they are colored, it's more that you are able to see that magic is going through the weave.
Okay, gotcha. Coming from like the tip of it, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay. What I would like to do is, I'm going to do this.
He did it.
So, I'm going to. Okay, so it says a creature within range.
You can totally attack an object with that. You're aiming it.
I would like to target the tips of two of the
Just the
pillars.
Okay.
Just the tips.
Just the tips.
Just the tips.
just enough for it to legally count.
Hey, sometimes the tip is all you need.
Do I need to roll an attack for that? I understand I
Ye-
am prone, being forced on the ground, and there's a dagger to my neck.
Yes, because materials have an armor class associated with them. This is
Okay.
less about if you hit, more about if you are able to hit hard enough at a weak point.
So let me
This-
get this straight. You're down on the ground, pinned, restrained, and being
I bel-
physically assaulted, and you're about to start blasting.
Anyway, I started blasting.
Did-
But my thought is this guy's doing some kind of ritual. That ritual is probably something to do with these pillars. I need to disrupt what this guy's doing. And I don't think I have the strength to break out of him holding me down. So, is this I'm assuming this is disadvantage.
You are not restrained, just grappled. These are normal attack rolls.
Okay.
A 16 will hit.
Okay, that's at the top one up here. Weird to roll damage against a rock, but there you go.
All right. Let's see the second one.
And then the second one going at the one that Clara was hiding behind.
That's a crit.
And that's will do 15.
All right. So you send out these like two bolts of energy while you're like being dragged back. Both of them connect right where you see like the streams of weave come out towards the hag. As they connect, it's almost as if they rebound back towards you. You particularly feel this. Everyone is able to see as two new like streams of the weave are now reaching out from the two pillars hit to Ogier as well as the hag. You, Ogier, feel your magic ballooning wildly. You are currently being tied directly to a source of magic.
Oh,
That's a really good thing for a chaotic.
yeah, for someone who could pop at any given spell.
Yeah, that's a really good thing to happen, I think.
You're right. Pop. You're surrounded by enemies. Do it.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I am not a man of bonus action.
The caster.
Escher, what would you like to do?
All right, I can only see really Clara. Just point to whoever's dying.
This one! She points straight down at Gideon.
Hold on. If I started here,
You've been with Gideon
5,
how
10.
long and you forget his name?
Okay, there we
Dang.
go. Now I can actually see. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Oh,
25.
Mr. Gideon, he's turning blue!
Please.
Oh,
Bonus
wait.
action. Do this.
I break Katie even when we're not in person.
That was good.
Have one of these to start with. It's only gonna be a first level for now, but
It's alright, enough to make me not unconscious.
yep.
That
you get 5
is
health.
5 health, which I will apply to you, Gideon. That brings you back to consciousness.
Yeah,
You-
baby.
You remain poisoned and prone, but not unconscious.
Let's go.
And do this. And do this. And I'm gonna give myself 40 temp HP. And then I'll take a step back in case people want to leave, and that is my turn.
All right. At the start of the Sand Hag's turn, there's still a concentration up on Confusion, and she is still affected. So she continues to kind of just look around and go, Oh, sweet young people coming to bring me tea.
Who's confusing her again? Is that
Ogier.
Ogier.
And then, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it is a wisdom save at the end of her turn to see if she breaks it.
You're gonna have to check on that. He stepped
Yes,
away.
I believe it. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is end.
But she's gonna fail again, so you don't have to roll if you don't want.
I mean, we'll see.
Uh,
What is his DC? If it's a 17, she's still affected.
What's your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is a 16.
She just barely, due to her magic resistance, is able to break free of the confusion at the end of her turn.
Dang.
Well, we still
Just
got
you.
we still subdued her for 2 turns, so I'll take it.
And you've cut off 2 of the.
No, they're still going to her too.
Oh, well, maybe you should just siphon them from her instead. What could go wrong?
This guy is none too happy about what's going on. He is going to also start chanting something. And you see as the 2 spliced leonins take a second to dissolve back into like that white liquid metal. But then instead of jumping onto the splicer as you had previously seen, they jump onto the sand hag. So that will be...
Now, this raises the question again. One of them was confused.
Yes. This is working as an exoskeletal armor. It is confused, but like it's also no longer a creature.
All right, well,
These are confusing times.
I'll just break the concentration on that then.
I will remove the 2 leonins as they are no longer in this combat. That will be all it does. The first Loxodon
Oh, hello. Escher, watch out behind you.
it is going to like run out of the hallway to the north, and Escher being the first one in its path, he is going to take 2 attacks at Escher.
Fuck it. Can you, I'll use my reaction. Can you give me a constitution saving throw?
It can certainly try.
I don't think this is gonna... Oh, I think it failed. Okay, cool.
Okay.
I gonna test to see if it's got resistance to this. Because it failed that constitution save, so... fucker's gonna take 12 necrotic damage.
Once your colony weasels its way through the exoskeletal armor, it does find a biological mass that it is able to begin consuming.
Good. Good.
He is still going to try and attack you.
Yeah, and that was me reaction.
I don't think a 9 will hit.
LOL. LMAO even.
And with his second attack,
LOL.
neither will a 10.
Imagine missing the physically weakest member of the party twice.
All right. The one holding Ogier is going to continue chanting, and
What's
he is...
your strength, Escher?
8.
Oh.
This is...
Never mind.
Wait, sure. You're in the hallway, right? I guess I can't see you.
Yeah, there's another door.
Hello.
Ah, there you are. Okay.
Ogier, what is your ace? Oh, that misses. It manages to miss. You are able to like wiggle around and writhe enough that as it tries to bring its dagger into your arm, like the second dagger across your arm, um, it continues chanting. It is not able to hit you. It is going to try that with its second dagger. Does a 13 hit?
Still no hit, thanks to mage armor.
You are able to writhe around and be such a nuisance and like wiggly little mess that he is not able to make any of the ritualistic cuts on your arms that he needs to do whatever he's trying to do.
Yeah, keep wiggling.
Aldrich, what would you like to do?
So Aldrich is in that far hallway, like, what's wrong with me? And then he takes like a big breath and he's like, that's it. I'm hungry. And he's just gonna start 5.
Are
10,
you dissipating
20,
the
25,
insect cloud?
30. No, not right now.
Maybe
So
don't
that's
eat
30 feet.
the diseased flesh.
And vampiric bite.
This will be with advantage because it cannot see you and you can see it within the insect cloud.
I know it's not
Right.
baseball moves, but I don't know how you do.
And for the ensnaring strike that was prepared, it says a weapon attack. Does natural weapons count?
Natural weapons count.
Cool.
I know that's like not necessarily a thing, but I always thought it was dumb that like you can't punch and smite. So fuck it. Yeah, it counts.
Does a 23 hit?
Yes, a 23 will hit.
Cool, cool, cool.
And remember to
And
apply
then-
whatever your hunger modifier is to whatever comes next.
And also, the damage. Hunger modifier is-
Eat to the death.
Give me one moment. Thank you so.
Of course, thank you. Have fun.
All right, let's see it, Aldrich.
Okay, so I was just reading it again. So you add your situational bonuses is where I add stuff, right? Okay.
Yes.
What are you watching, ma'am?
Me?
Ma'am, that is not appropriate.
The baseball?
No, Amanda's watching 911.
Oh.
So we heard
How would
about
Lizzie
it.
know what you're watching?
Sometimes you guys can hear the audio that I have, like
Oh,
going
my
on in the
mistake.
background.
I do very faintly, but like not much.
Is this accurate at 14 psychic damage?
No, my mistake, because I didn't read the second line of the Psionic Hunger that says that the vampiric bite does 2d6 damage instead of 1d4. So,
So just give me
The plus
2d6
12 is
and we'll
correct.
add 12.
yeah.
40.
Yeah. Okay.
So that will be 20 psychic damage. And adjust your hunger.
Adjust my hunger. And sorry, I am also going to favorite foe. Oh, I thought it just rolled it for me. Never mind.
So that's another 5 psychic.
No. Is it psychic when you do favorite foe?
If it just says increases the damage, then that means it is of the same damage type.
Gotcha. Yes, then. And then I think it has to do a thing. Hold on. Has to do a thing. A DC 16 strength saving throw.
It fails.
It's snared now.
And that is restrained. Okay.
Oh. Might change what I do.
So, Escher, you kind of hear as the swarm of insects gets closer and begins to envelop you, and then from behind, that Loxodon that had just tried to attack you, you like feel your colony still somewhat like infesting it, and suddenly the mental connection that like you can feel when your bacteria colony is feeding, it's just gone. There is no brain there. There is no thought, no mind for a second. And then it comes back and you just hear screaming and the sounds of Aldrich slurping up the mental energy.
Slurp.
Nice. So is this area is heavily obscured
Heavily
now, so I
obscured.
can't see it at all? So if I were to attack, even though it's restrained, I don't get advantage.
Correct.
Aldrich, you're fucking alright.
Hold on. My turn's not over yet. I can still drop it. Give me a second.
No, you don't. If it does damage, you don't have to. My attacks are not all that
The
impressive.
insect swarm does not deal damage. It is just obscuring.
Yeah.
Oh.
Before my turn is over, I am going to extra attack. And now that I'm satiated, I hope my bow hits with this guy in the back.
This will be restrained. I think that would stop
there's
the
Not him. Not him. This guy. That's
Just
Yeah,
an
but
enemy
like
restrained?
there is an enemy within 5 feet of you. I don't know
Oh,
if
okay,
restrained
okay.
stops the disadvantage there.
Gotcha.
Theoretically, you could take a step back.
You could.
Yeah, why not?
Or like here.
No,
That
it's
would
fine.
break line
I
of
was gonna-
sight.
Yeah.
You take a step back. You make it does not use its reaction to try and attack you. You can make an attack, and anything you attack will be with advantage because you can see it and they cannot see you.
Okay.
You can see?
So this is a insect cloud, which is from one of his magic items. It's a fog cloud that obscures vision for everyone but him, basically.
Right.
And you said advantage?
Advantage. They cannot see you. You
Okay.
can see them.
Very nice.
A 23 will hit.
Yeah.
I don't know which one you're targeting, but a 23 hits it.
Oh, this guy. That was grabbing Ogier.
Then the 21 will still hit.
And I will do my damage.
Is this magic in any way?
Can I make you magic? No, not magical in any way, other than I'm about to do my gathered swarm on it to move him. But
Okay. So the arrow itself hits the armored exoskeleton and bounces off harmlessly. The gathered swarm, it still counts as a hit. So that would still do whatever you're doing.
okay. And with the gathered swarm, I'm able to move him 15 feet, but he has to do a strength saving throw to resist. And it's my spells DC 16 strength saving throw. There's no really pop up that I could do with it.
As an 18.
disgusting. Never mind. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah, the swarm
Easy.
gathers around it and tries to pull it away from Ogier, but it stands its ground.
Okay, cool. And I had moved 35 feet so far, I think. So 40, 45, 50. And I hope that's no one's in the cloud anymore.
So
That's my turn.
you retreat back here. The cloud follows you. As soon as you step onto the sand, arms reach
That's
around to try
sand.
and grab you.
I didn't realize that was sand. All right, what do I have to do?
I need
Making his own problems over there.
I need an athletics or an acrobatics check as arms materialize out of the ground and try and grab you.
Mr. Aldrich, just come over here.
You are able to notice it just in time and dodge out of the way before the manifested hands are able to grab you. You are fine.
Okay.
All right.
That is my turn.
That will bring us to Clara. What would you like to do?
Okay. Clara looks at Gideon, makes a bunch of spy signals like you go that way, I go this way, hold, turn, shoot, bam, and then turns around.
Man, I'm so thrown on the ground.
Somersault behind over to this pillar. Stealth, hide.
Don't worry, Gideon. Those weren't hand signals. She was just doing Naruto jutsus.
So
She's-
hidden. I am
She's-
the knight. No one can see me.
She's just doing rock, paper, scissors.
That is well below every creature's passive perception. You are not hidden. You do not get advantage on anything that you would be for being hidden.
Your somersault is less of a somersault. You're literally rolling on the ground sideways.
Justin, I do the Lou somersault in Game Changer. When he's like,
Real.
yeah, where he just
And then she doesn't do it right and goes, I'm gonna do another one.
I really feel about this one. And then she's like back against the pillar, like looks left, looks right. And then she's gonna draw her dagger and be like, oh boy, I hope I remember how to do this. And she's going to attempt her blood casting. So she's going to prick her finger and summon her innate energies of her blood. So with the blood, if I'm casting as a blood witch, I have to use my other spellcasting modifiers, right?
You use your Blood Witch spellcasting modifier, but you can cast any of your spells.
Yep, I changed it on the sheet so that because it's slightly less than my artificer one. But I'm going to attempt to Scorching Ray at the hag.
That is a
Okay.
level 2, right?
Yes, it is.
So I believe that is 16 health.
16 health.
Yeah, so you prick your finger and a torrent of blood starts spurting out from it.
She sticks it in her mouth.
I don't know how many of you this might be a bit obscure. I don't know if any of you have watched Dead Man Wonderland.
I've
Yes.
watched one episode.
But yeah, pricks the finger and then the blood kind of pools in her hands before turning into fire and shooting out.
Ew.
Also, that's a fun show. You should watch it.
Does a 22
I
hit
don't
the
know.
hag?
It is a good
One where
show.
they're all prisoners and they're basically doing Hunger Games, but like younger kids and you die.
Justin, I'm going to clarify. It's not a good show. It's a fun show.
I enjoyed it a lot. They never finished the story in the
22
anime,
hit?
but I read it and it was good.
I'm going with yes.
I should read it. Yes, a 22 will hit.
Yep, this is exactly the show I thought it was that I watched one episode of.
9 damage.
As the first ray strikes into the hag that is covered in this like white metallic exoskeleton, and I believe you get 2 more rays.
Ray 2.
Nice.
A 21 will hit.
5. Ray
Yep.
3. God damn it.
Yeah, that show is
The
fucked up.
13 will not hit, but
Oh.
2 of the rays strike true, and you see as like some of the metal starts to heat up and glow red right where the fire struck, and just like melt away a little bit.
I am the knight, and that's the turn.
Gideon, you have returned to consciousness. You are filled with poison. You are on the ground, but you are awake. What would you like to do?
I would like to stand up. And then I would like to use my bonus action to switch to my longbow arm. And Gideon's still feeling kind of woozy from this poison, so I'm going to stay behind this pillar here.
Okay.
But I'm going to target the hag. Actually, no. I'm going to target this thing. Use my action for my hand crossbow.
A 20 will hit.
Let's go.
Gideon's proficiency.
Yep. Still inaccurate for what you actually have, so.
Ugh.
All right. That hits, and one of the bolts like digs into it as it is still trying to do whatever it's trying to do to Ogier.
I think that is everything I can do.
Doesn't it have sneak attack? Because
I am within
Ogier is
5
not
feet of it.
incapacitated. Yes, this would be a sneak attack.
Oh, word.
Turn that 4 into more than that.
Yeah.
That is how it works.
Significantly more.
Yeah, 4 to a 19 is pretty good. Yeah, so the bolt like lodges in, and then a burst of oil comes out as you realize you have hit a vein.
Ooh. All right, making progress. We're getting there.
Anything else?
The guy with a knife to his neck says it's not very quick enough.
You are writhing around enough that this thing is sufficiently distracted for a sneak attack.
That is everything for you.
Tavro is going to continue the reaping.
Katie, did you use a bonus action?
My bonus action was to switch the needle arm that I was using,
Okay.
like my shifter arm.
It's not supposed to be with advantage because he's poisoned. That said, it will still hit. I'm just a fool.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right, and plus 2d6.
Uh-huh.
Significant increase. And another one.
Another one.
do it.
That'll hit.
What's the weapon?
Noise.
And I don't have to roll the 2d6 because that is enough to cleave this thing in half.
Okay, but is it dead?
It is currently in 2 large metal pieces on the ground.
Just gonna turn into Quicksilver and run away.
That is what the cow do. Fox, what would you like to do?
Oh, that's the wrong button. Target. Whack.
He's whacking.
Oh god, he's whacking off.
27
Whack
will
you
absolutely
quickly.
hit. And that will be 13 damage to the Loxodon holding down Ogier.
Repeat the whole spiel about using my signet to cast command.
Cool.
Emoji. Cast spell.
Is this the Loxodon as well?
Yeah, the Loxodon. I command it to drop.
Okay. That will bring us to Ogier. What would you like to do?
Alright, I would like to...
And just to clarify, the drop happens at the start of the Loxodon's turn. You are grappled.
Yeah, it's action. That's
Yeah.
I understand that. What I'm going to do while it is still grabbing me is I'm just going to like reach up and just grab like the wrist that's holding the dagger like to me and shocking grasp. It's a 15 hit.
On the... Sorry. Is this on the Loxodon or on the hag?
On the Loxodon.
It does have advantage because of the metal exoskeleton.
Okay, that is better, so that's going to be 21 to hit.
A 21 will hit.
You done did it.
That's double sixes, so that's 12 damage.
Nice. Yeah, you are able to reach up and like grab its arms and just send a jolt of electricity coursing through this thing. And you see as it like shivers and convulses with it.
No, I assume the pillars don't do anything for that.
They do not.
Okay, that's fair.
And it can't take
That's-
the actions.
Test in the waters. Yeah, I have not tried to break out of this thing's grasp the whole time. And I have expended the only bonus action that I can use, and I'm grappled, so that's everything.
Escher, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm sorry, there's a cat here being a nuisance. Alright, Justin, is this guy's restrained, not grappled, right?
Restrained, yeah.
Well, you know what? Fuck him. There's meat on. You said there was meat under there, right?
Yes, there is... Meat might be generous, but there is organic material under the metal.
I can do necrotic damage to him?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna hit him with a little, fuck him, and I'm gonna upcast this. Fuck him. And for the love of God, let's hope this hits. This is at advantage. Jesus, the 14 hit?
A 14 will not hit the Loxodon.
Well, that's one of my spell slots wasted. Cool. I don't got too many of those. Fuck me. All right.
Are you stepping back after that?
Yeah, I don't care. I'm just fucking 40 temp HP.
It is going to attempt. I assume an 11 will not hit.
Nope.
That is its reaction.
And I need to check something really quick, because if I use this, oh my god, just let me see what this does. Whatever creature creature. Hold on, does this get rid of me other thing? Yeah, okay, I can't. But that might be okay. Let me see. Do this. Justin, you think you can handle that guy?
Sure.
Okay. Bonus action. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna tell the little fellas, hey, go over there and eat them fuckers. So whenever it moves into it or starts its turn there, and hey, at the end of my turn, look who's starting their turn there.
So
Zach, that's your cue. I'm ending
Yeah.
my turn.
this is going to be a con save.
Why'd you get so quiet?
Sorry, I leaned back a little bit. Is this better?
Yes.
I truly just moved
correct.
slightly further from the microphone. The 13 will
Oh,
not be a successful save.
Get fucked, bitch. Let me just roll for damage on that. So I don't know if. What? What do you mean no resources? Don't. I kind of damage. She doesn't have to roll a saving throw because she already failed it. So that's an additional 8 necrotic damage on her.
All right. Yes, it is. And
Now
she
she
is
do
not
her
resistant to
thing.
that.
Neat.
All right. Now she gets to take her first turn where she's not confused. And she is going to turn to the Loxodon as she like kind of regains her composure. Her face like warps into the snarl, and she like turns to the Loxodon, grabs the 2 daggers, and just goes, "Fucking useless." And then she is going to turn to you,
Ma'am, you should
Ogier.
probably stop smoking.
That's the sand she's been huffing.
Right.
Oh, I
Sorry.
thought that was
Actually,
just bread.
let's find out something. No recharge. Okay. She is going to try and bring one of the daggers across your arm, Ogier.
She can try.
Yes, that's what she's doing. It is the same as this, so I'm just going to use it. Will a
She
16
can
hit?
try and she can succeed.
Oh no.
All right.
Get sacrifice.
That will be 5 slashing damage.
Okay.
I will need you to give me a con save.
Okay.
Yikes.
Good.
You pass the con save. Now I need you to give me an Arcana check.
Hey, I'm proficient at that.
All right.
Ooh, proficient.
I was
You
also
are
proficient at it before.
you are aware, like painfully aware almost as she slices your wrist with the dagger and then like almost like
Where, yeah,
whip.
there's a cut on my arm.
I'm talking about the magic part of it. She like whips the dagger towards this third pillar, and as some of the blood splatters on it, another one of these like weaves reaches out from you to the pillar. All 6 of the pillars were already lit up from their connection to the hag. These 3 on this side have now all like changed color in response to you also being tied to them.
Okay, so maybe not a good thing.
What I want to know is why were they already set up to sacrifice Ogier if he just showed up?
How about Tara goes and uses her reaction to wipe the blood off the pillar so that it never happened?
I
kinda wish
think
he was
the
gonna-
23 will hit for the second attack.
Yeah. Ow.
That'll be another 11 slashing damage, as now this pillar is also coated with your blood and begins to light up. Or change color, rather. And then she goes, "Keep chanting," to the Loxodon.
Oh, I'd really like a 4th level spell slot right about now.
The Splicer turns into Quicksilver as it dissolves on the ground.
Who would have seen that coming?
The first Loxodon, this is a athletics check to try and break free, right, Aldrich?
It's a strength check, but also at the start of its turn, because of ensnaring strike, it takes 1d6 of damage.
Okay, give me the d6.
Kill him, Justin. Kill him. Hey.
Then,
That's-
yes, it is in athletics. Strength, yeah. Strength check.
Is it a strength check or a strength saving throw? Or is it an athletics check?
Strength.
Because I need to know if it's allowed to use proficiency.
Gotcha. It is a strength check. Use this action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On a success,
Huh.
the target is free.
Okay, yeah, it cannot use proficiency. That kind of sucks for this thing.
Nice.
Heyo.
And yep, it is unable to break free. This thing is not within range to graft its exoskeleton onto any of its friends. It has no ranged attacks. This thing just lost its turn. Good job, Aldrich.
Nice. Indeed.
Hell yeah.
The Loxodon is going to continue chanting. Grab one of the daggers. Oh, go ahead.
Con
The
save.
one that failed the
Yes,
command.
you are correct.
Damn.
This one will pass.
Yeah, really. Holy hell.
Then will a 17 hit?
But isn't he commanded though?
He's commanded. He just drops both Ogier, and he does not take that dagger back from the hag. Thank you for the reminder. Aldrich, what would you like to do?
So I'll
Ogier,
just
you are no
step-
longer grappled.
Let's
Hooray.
go.
Nice. He's done it. I'm gonna step out of the sand after like dodging it at first. I'm like, oh, my mistake. Sorry. And I'm gonna come up to old dude again while he's restrained, and
Look at
I
that.
am going to cast Primal Savagery. Does a 17 hit?
On the Loxodon?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Thank goodness. Okay, cool. Cool. So he's gonna take that damage, but also I had favored foe him before, and that's still holding.
This is acid, correct?
Yes, that should be acid. And favorite foe, I made a mistake before. I put a 1d4, but at level 6 it turns to 1d6. But so whatever. I'm just gonna do the 1d6 now. For the favorite foe, and you know what? Extra damage for Gather Swarm.
So that's minus an additional 6. All right. Yeah, you go up to it and you just start like surrounding it with your acid. It is it's still doing all right, but it is definitely being affected by you tearing it apart and restraining it.
Gotcha. And then I'll test my luck again and take 3 steps back from him again. Or
This
2
time
steps.
it will use its reaction on you. It will be at
Okay.
disadvantage. You
God.
avoided the crit.
Nice.
But I still take the hit.
You will take the hit. And I need a constitution saving throw to see if you are poisoned.
Cool.
Better a hit than a crit.
You are not poisoned.
19.
And then
my
concentration check
concentration.
for whatever
Yeah.
that happens to be.
I think that's to
Oh, the ensnaring.
restrain him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You succeed both of those. All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's all.
All right, my little stealth goblin.
Stealth. Drop. Roll. She's stop, dropping, and rolling like they teach you when you're on fire. And she's
I haven't
rolling,
seen her
boy.
be attacked once.
So she's
It's working.
So she's rolling like on her back and stomach like,
Yep.
across the floor.
Gets behind next pillar. I am the knight. Hi. one time we'll get it.
Stop narrating.
You have not
One,
learned
a
your
3
lesson.
and a 4.
Well, your problem is that Clara is doing this while saying stealth out loud.
Well, yeah, how else would you
Imagine-
stealth?
Like ready, this is like a movie playing out and all the battle and then you just see a goblin rolling around and everyone just kind of like looks like, what the fuck is she doing? And she's just going.
Clara could never
Anyway.
survive a Jason Statham movie.
Yep. Okay. So, she is once again very well hidden. Bleeding out in one hand, says, "Okay," cuts into her other hand. Do it again. So we're still aiming at the hag.
All right.
Damn it.
Oh, so close.
That I
The
assume does not
yeah, no,
hit.
the 14 will not hit.
Alrighty. Next.
That is a
Come
nat 1.
on.
Lizzie, put the dice down. You drunk.
She did all this for what?
An 18 will not hit.
What?
18 doesn't hit the hag?
An 18 will not hit the hag with the reinforced armor.
I just took 16 damage to do none.
That is unfortunate.
Why?
because I'm blood casting.
It's plus 6
What do you mean?
your spell attack modifier.
Yeah.
Is your spell ability plus 2?
Yeah.
When blood casting, yes.
My blood casting ability. My intelligence is only a +3, so like.
Okay, how are you the most mediocre caster when you have all these abilities? Like, you have abilities out the wazoo, and then you go to use them, and you're like less than average at using them.
Artificers are only third casters, I'll have you know. But yeah, that's a really effective round for Clara.
Great job.
Woo!
All right. That will be
I can cast 2 more times and then I'm dead.
Gideon. What would you like to do?
Something else.
Let's see. Gideon is gonna go. Wait, that's the wrong one. Gideon is gonna go 5, 10. I'm gonna go here.
Can we remove the dead and prone from Gideon?
That's poison. Oh, I didn't remove the prone. Yeah.
Oh, poison. That looks like dead.
Remember, Gideon, you have half your movement to stand up.
I stood up on my last turn, so no.
Yes.
Never mind, ignore me.
He's a very movement capable man.
Yes, now I am. I'm gonna use my bonus action to switch to the what was it, my which arm? My needle point. I see him starting to make some progress with this guy over here. So I'm gonna attack it. Oh. Spoke too soon.
Unfortunately, that will not hit.
I challenge any one of us to roll above a 10 tonight.
I can't move away from it without it getting an attack of opportunity against me, correct?
I mean, it chooses whether it's going to do that, but you would trigger the reaction.
Did you use your bonus action?
I did, yes.
Ooh. Wait. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Gideon, what's your dexterity?
Ooh, hold on.
We've been over this. Gideon has the worst stats of any D&D character.
Accurate.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
now.
Gideon doesn't have anything above a +2.
Yeah, I remember now. Never mind.
At least Gideon doesn't have any minuses.
That's a lie.
no,
All right.
Gideon does.
Oh.
At
So,
least she doesn't have a 4 index.
so is it Tavro's turn?
I believe it is Tavro's turn, yes. Yeah, I gotta see what's up with my stats.
Tavro. You know what? Tavro is gonna attack the sand hag because it's what the Tavro do. God, my foundry is lagging so hard today. It will be reckless, so it is a normal attack. A 15 will not hit.
Oh, Jesus
A crit
Christ.
will.
Go Tavro.
Okay, let me add the 2d6 properly.
He will at least -3.
And that's going to be a crit.
Good job, Tavro.
Yeah, that'll be 37 damage coming at the sand hag.
Good job, Tavro.
He's doing it.
And you know what?
That's
Moo.
He's
Moo
gonna
your big ferocious moo.
he's gonna force her to make a wisdom save. Is equal to his
I don't think he has 18 in any
Yeah,
of his
nope.
saving throws.
If his spell save DC was higher than mine, I was gonna have a hissy fit.
not a spell save DC. It is his
So would I.
intimidation, his passive intimidation score. But that will not work. Fox, what would you like to do?
It's simple. If one cannot hit the hag with attacks because the AC is super high,
Keep trying.
Hell yeah.
hit the guy next to him and have the flames jump over.
The 23 will hit.
He's a genius.
What a spell.
I love Green Flame Blade.
It's so good.
Really.
So much.
Yep, that will hit as you just cleave into this thing. And it is looking really rough.
7 unblockable damage to the hag.
Yes. All right. Anything else?
To that end, hold on. Let me. Is it if I start or the first time I enter the zone?
When you
First
enter
time
it,
I enter.
so don't.
It's both.
Yeah. The lockstone has its attacks back, right?
Yeah, it
Yes.
does have reactions.
It
yeah.
does still have reactions.
In that case, well, don't mind me.
Ow, ow, ow.
Let me just scoochy. Let me just.
Did you have to wear the cleats?
Oh, they're decorative.
What are you? Where are you trying to go?
I need to see a person to cast.
Oh. Damn.
Oh.
Hey.
Everyone heals 5.
I will apply it to everybody. Don't change your things.
Okay.
Except for me.
I only got 4.
That's what
Why
happens
didn't-
when that brings you to max.
I didn't get any healing.
Where are you?
Skill
Over
issue.
here.
No, I saw the circle on your character. Definitely was there.
I didn't go up.
Oh, I didn't have you targeted.
But I was supposed to.
Yes.
Okay.
Ow, hit.
Cow hit.
Now I can cast 2 more without dying.
Hit, but why would you have the cow hit when you can have the guy who does not have any weapons on him hit?
He's got a point.
Let me just double
You're
check.
wrong.
Reckless attack is only on its turn, so it does not apply to
No, it's
reactions,
till the-
correct?
It does. It's till the end of his next turn.
Okay, cool.
Because that's like a thing that it's kind of nerfs. Oh my god.
Well,
Cow hit good.
He's doing it. Kill. Kill. Kill.
I accidentally did normal, so I will add the additional 22 damage that's supposed to be on top of this, bringing it to 40.
Shit.
I'm still losing 10 balls.
Anything else, Mr. Machine?
That's it.
Ogier, you are no longer grappled. You are free to do as you wish. That said, you do feel the tie of 4 different magical streams. It is overwhelming your senses nearly. There is so much magic tied to you right now.
Can I at least I don't know if this would cost an action or anything. Can I at least Arcana again to see what this is doing to me?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check. It's not an action or anything. It's just how you feel.
All right, fantastic. I'm gonna use my Seeker's Influence on this roll.
I kind of just feel like I should have another spell slot. So can that just happen?
No, only Brian gets this.
I don't know. Let's find out.
Yes.
All right, so that's a nat 20 on my Arcana check.
He knows everything.
So, a few different things are currently affecting you. Basically, it is specifically tied to your natural magic, not your pact magic. It is being supplemented greatly. One of the effects is that it currently costs no sorcerer spells to use metamagic. No sorcerer points, sorry. So you can metamagic one of like your spells on your turn. All normal rules apply, just don't remove the sorcerer points. The second is if you were to surge, it will roll twice and take both of them. Speaking of which, someone just used their Seeker's Influence, so I'm going to need you to roll 2d90.
It is specifically after you use that, the next time you cast a spell of first level or higher,
Okay.
then you can say just auto surge.
Okay, cool. So next time you cast a spell, it will auto surge. You can tell that.
All right. So
I'm waiting for the puniest, smallest spell to trigger a giant.
Hear me out. Ogier, he realizes that, kind of waves a hand over his head, and his hat turns white.
You feel the magic bubbling up within you. It is craving a release. This is an easy enough way to release it. Please roll 2d93 for me.
You did the thumb trick, but it's actual magic.
D93 is crazy.
Okay.
94.
So
Wait,
8.
what did you roll?
62.
He rolled a 94 on
30.
2D93.
I'm dead.
Is it not a D100? It's a D90.
No,
for
Zach
me?
made a custom thing, and I have a feeling he came up with 93 options for it.
You couldn't have 7 more.
Have
here?
mercy. He came up with 93.
The original Wild Magic table has 50 options because it's every 2.
Just double checking my numbers real fast.
Clara's just in complete awe of this chaotic warrior in front of her. She's like the chosen.
Today on TPK.
He's like me.
If I go from max health down to 0 from this, I accept it. This is the time.
Clara's
All right,
feeling
so-
really
Okay, so-
validated.
Part of this table is that there's a new spell. It's called Super Fireball.
Yes.
So the first one here, you hear the whispers of the bard that has influenced many of your visions lately. And he starts basically ranting. Like, usually you get a vision and you can kind of overlay it with reality. You get some precognition related to it. Nothing crazy, but it helps to guide you through major things in life. Like, tons of visions are happening simultaneously right now. You are able to pick out one of these and choose a creature that the vision will apply to. All of the visions are currently negative.
All right. So does it matter which one I pick? Do I just pick a target then?
I'm doing the rest of that for flavor. Pick a target for something bad to happen to. I figured. She is going to make a wisdom saving throw. It is with advantage because magic resistance.
God damn it.
With a success, you are able to feel as you you put the image into her mind, she is able to begin resisting it. It is not going to be as effective as you thought. She's able to hold it off for a few seconds. You know that in 6 seconds, something terrible is going to happen related to her.
Very ominous.
Ogier cast Future Sight.
No. A 62, Ogier cast Impending Doom.
Oh. Time to Google.
What, Bubby? I know.
Bro, nothing's gonna happen. You're just convinced that it will. You played yourself.
Mwah.
All right. The next one is 32, which is interwoven knowledge. Once you like pull out this one vision to give to the hag, you feel as the rest of the visions start going between you and all of your allies. Choose one of your allies.
I'm gonna go with Gideon.
Okay.
I get a vision.
You are the one who is like mostly affected by this. And as this vision goes, you are able to see, you are able to feel, you are able to know everything Ogier knows, and Ogier knows what you know. For the next 10 minutes, you can cast spells off of each other's character sheets using the other person's spell slots. You basically just became each other's familiars for the next 10 minutes.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
Hey, Gideon, you want to send me a screenshot of your spell list?
But that is your 2 rolls on the Ilramov table.
All right. We'll see what that does.
Hey,
yeah,
it's
that'll
still
be-
wild
yeah.
magic. Some of them are going to be more impactful than others.
Mhm. Trying to open Discord.
Anything else you'd like to do, Ogier?
Once I realize what's going on, I don't want to take attacks from these 2 things because it might link me to the last 2 things, and I don't know if that's good or bad. No, I'll stay where I am.
Escher, what would you like to do?
Wait a minute.
Sorry, is there something you'd like to do?
No, sorry, go ahead.
Okay, I'll use the bonus action. I'm gonna keep that thing where it is. I'm not burning a full action just yet. I'm gonna see if I can get that little fucker down. So I'm just gonna pop an acid splash right there because I don't feel like making attack rolls against someone with like 20 AC. So those 2 both have to give dex saving throws.
All right. We'll start with the hag. And
I did not expect that. Neat.
hey, sometimes they roll bad. And then Loxy.
Yeah, I kind of want him to fail though because this could kill him. Motherfucker. Well, I mean, like, consolation prize, the hag takes 7 damage.
That she does. As you
And-
coat her in bacterial acid.
Which, little known fact. is still just acid. So eat shit, you little bastard. I really, yeah, I'm gonna take a step out. I don't like what's going on in here. I'm much less scared of one restrained guy than whatever the fuck is happening in there. So I'll end my turn here.
All right. I
And then,
believe the hag needs to give a con save at the start of her turn.
Yep. Be real cool if she failed this, but no. Is it also, if she's got magic resistance, is it all magical effects or is it only spells? Because this isn't a spell.
The feature reads, the sand hag has advantage on saving throws against spells and any other magical effects.
Okay, fair enough. Some of them specify only spells.
Yes.
So I wasn't sure.
This one particular has the full magic resistance.
Fair enough.
Right. Well, someone has seen impending doom. Ogier, please roll me a d8.
Oomph.
Gotta just check something real fast.
What? That's how it works, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
And then can you roll me 6d6, please?
So it's this one.
As
Not bad.
the hag looks around, you see as she is clearly overwhelmed by whatever vision you put into her mind, and then you see her eyes begin to glow blue, and then her entire body is racked with electricity.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have it. The only disguised self to ever do damage.
Well, when you were like meme spell, I was like mage hand, but that's not a leveled spell.
Yeah.
Because I was like, mage hand can continue to be the deadliest spell of the campaign.
Disguised self to give myself a mage hand.
It's the fun trick, but real.
The mage hand is over your hands.
Uh-oh.
And I think I almost mind
Stinky.
spiked it.
Stinky.
You're right, we can smell.
This thing, I believe it's another d6 at the start of its turn, Aldrich.
Yes, yes, yes.
Nice. And then it is going to make its athletics check, or strength, not athletics.
Strength. Oh, you love to see it.
And because it is not athletics, that's a failure. No proficiency means no luck. This Loxodon needs to make a con save at the start of its turn.
Yep. Fail. 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 Are you fucking kidding? What is this one on?
It is weeds.
Metal steroids. And it is going to... Actually, I just realized it does not have access to the ritualistic daggers anymore. So it's just gonna normal attack, and it's gonna go against Gideon because there are different uses for Ogier.
Oh.
Gideon, you are going to take 19 damage,
Yeah, I'm
which
unconscious
knocks you
again.
back unconscious.
Does that take away Ogier's ability to use my spells?
No.
Nice.
Then it is going to turn to Fox. Try and do the same.
Choose a magical maximum ability, invisible.
That will not hit. And then
Pathetic.
it is going to take a step out of the poison cloud it's been in.
Opportunity attack. Opportunity attack.
Yes.
Technically, it's not a poison cloud.
Okay. Necrosis cloud. That'll hit.
Yeah. Hold on, let me but this one doesn't have divine strike and
Am I allowed to use this?
As it turns to leave the necrotic spore cloud, you cleave its head from its body.
Nice.
Heyo.
And to
Get
think,
wrecked.
yeah.
he could have just stayed there and kept rolling 20s on his saves.
That is all for it, because it is now a puddle of metal.
Okay, guys, but hear me out. To get down from the next layer, didn't we have to do the ritual? Wasn't that what we had to do?
Oh, you're right. Give me that dagger.
So I think we're gonna have to sacrifice someone again.
Get the hag.
Aldrich, what would you like to do?
Give me 1 second. I have to refresh my foundry.
Are the beams still connected to the hag?
They
That's a good
are.
question. So we know where she is?
Let me think about that for a second.
With its smartest plan, walks as a giant laser beam is focused on it.
You know where it is. It will still have you will still have disadvantage on your attacks because you cannot see it in particular, but you will know the area it is in, which is currently here.
Just
Okay,
because
so we have its location triangulated.
just because it's a hag doesn't mean it's smart.
So my foundry is doing something weird where I can't open my character sheet. But I know what I want to do.
Okay. Also, Fox, let me clarify something. Just because it's a hag does not mean the DM is smart.
Well, you could play it as the hag is so self-confident that it's just like, yeah, my magical abilities will save me. It just doesn't put any thought into anything else.
It's for gore.
Aldrich, do you
We
need
do-
help with your sheet or anything?
Daenerys, I mean, the hag just
I'm gonna try
forgot
refreshing
about the
one more
option.
time and see if that does a trick. Still can't open my character sheet, but yeah, I'm just gonna walk up to it, primal savagery. I'm like, hey, I know it's taking a while. No hard feelings or anything. Primal savagery slash at it. Inflict my what's it called favorite foe onto it and the extra damage.
All right. And this will be with advantage. Oh, wait, you can't do it. 1d20, just do like the /R, 1d20 plus 8.
I can't even type. Oh, okay. Typing's coming through now. Hold on. It's so slow.
He's doing it. He's doing it.
Hold on, let me just close Chrome entirely. Hold on, because that might be it. Sorry, guys.
You're okay.
me see if I can open my sheet now. I can open my sheet. Wow.
Woohoo! Yeah, 25 will hit.
Cool. Do the damage. Plus 12. Sorry, it's that plus the 2d6. It's not coming through again. I don't know what's wrong with my computer right now.
You're okay. Just let me know what it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be, I believe, the 2d6, one from the favorite foe and one from the extra damage.
It will be a total of 21 damage.
Okay, nice.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I don't think there's anything else I can do. Okay, nope, nothing I can do. I'll just slightly move back so that what's his name? Vinny's not in my cloud anymore.
Hey, thanks.
And he could take the opportunity to attack me again.
It will. Or at least it will try.
I'll take one more step back. I'm not in the sand. I'm not in the sand.
That will very much not hit.
Okay, and that's my turn.
Right, Clara? You are the master of stealth. No one has ever even seen you before. What would
No
you
one
like
has
to do?
seen me. She cannot be more stealthy than I. So we're sneaking up on the invisible lady. I come up behind the pillar that I'm pretty sure she's on the other side of, but I'm hiding. So that she don't know I'm there. I'm so hidden.
You passed the passive perception. You are actually stealthed compared to her.
Even though it
Or-
doesn't even matter. Because Clara is gonna say, I'm sorry, lady, but you can't do that anymore. And she's gonna cut a bigger gash in her arm. And then take away her invisibility by dispelling magic.
Ooh. Okay. This is a invisibility, I think is just a second level spell, right?
Yep.
That is immediately dispelled.
Hell yeah. Clara takes a lot of damage for it, but you know, I think it's gonna end up being worth it. So yeah, she does that. Hag comes back, and then she just kind of like, oh wait, she can't wave to her because she's hiding. She's gonna just get really tight against the pillar and then look over to her team and be like, thumbs up, like, yeah, you got this. And then she's gonna end her turn on this side of the pillar.
Okay. That will bring us to Gideon. I need a death saving throw.
Hmm?
That is a pass.
Let's go.
Big Cow
I'm
ain't too
allowed.
happy about this.
Wait, no.
Can I direct the
we can't go
cow?
through that.
Can I direct the cow to grapple?
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
is that my
yell at him
turn?
to grapple.
Is that it? Yeah, I guess so.
Also, he's able to maneuver around the thing enough. This will be an athletics check, which advantage and disadvantage cancels out. This will be a DC 11 for the hag. Unfortunately, Tavro is not able to grab onto her, and so he gets angry and tries to kill her instead.
That's fine, Tavro. Don't worry about it. You can murder her.
A 21 will hit. I keep forgetting the 2d6. 18 total. And that will bring us to Fox. What would you like to do?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
We got her now, boys.
We got her now, boys. I don't think this far ahead.
Hit her.
Grapple.
What?
Sure.
Don't we want to sacrifice her?
Well, we
Athletics
need
check.
to be able to kill her to do that.
Do the sacrificial daggers she's holding look ancient Orzovian or shit Rexian?
Give me a quick religion check. They look to be of Orzovian design.
Interessante. You know what? Is a hag a humanoid?
No.
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 But if humanoid, why human shaped?
Fair question, but still no.
Hit it with the bonus action. You have to go up a level. Command.
So this is a wisdom save?
Yeah.
17.
Screw that noise. Whack.
Get him.
A 27 will absolutely hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
How do you want to do this?
Hey, Connor, allow me
Let's
to
go,
introduce you
Connor.
to non-lethal damage.
Can I slice her hands off, pick up the dagger, and stab her with the dagger?
You can.
Wait, do it in the circle.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I pick her with the circle, slice her hands off, pick up the dagger, and stab her with the dagger?
Okay, so you are killing her, just to be clear.
Yes.
All right.
That ship sailed because I do magic damage.
Yep. You kind of kick her into the circle, you slice her hands off, you stab the dagger into where a heart should be, and you see as she kind of like begins to shrivel and then just collapses into a pile of sand in the middle. All 6 pillars are still glowing.
Connected to the sand now?
They are It looks like they are just glowing with residual magic now. The 4 of them that are connected to you still have tethers.
All right, you heard him, boys. Grab Ogier.
No, we gotta sacrifice OJ herd.
Real quick, there is something. If we're exiting combat order,
This guy's alive.
This
Yeah,
is still the
Oh.
monster.
Dangerous thing, not because it was the last one left.
no, I cannot see the other one, so I didn't know it was there.
There you go.
Ah, there it is.
All right. I think that brings us to Ogier. What would you like to do?
All right. Question. Can I use Gideon's
Oh.
spell while Gideon is unconscious?
Yes.
I'm not unconscious anymore.
But also, yeah, you are. No one healed you.
Oh, the death save was just I didn't die.
Yeah,
didn't
that was
take a
just you
death-
didn't die.
Yeah. Sorry.
So, I'm going to siphon Gideon's magic to then cast a first level healing word on Gideon.
That works.
So that's is that using my spellcasting ability or Gideon's?
That will, if you are using Gideon's
Others.
spell list, it is still you casting the spell.
Okay. So that is a difference of 2 health. Gideon is up with 5 HP, and also Gideon, please remove a first level spell slot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good way of using that.
And that is a
Thank you,
bonus
sir.
action.
It is.
I will then
Does that
turn
count as
around.
casting a level spell? Hey!
It is.
It's not a sorcerer spell, and it's not my magic.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
no, it won't trigger that.
What?
Okay, do I try to get the last 2 tethers, or do I just... I'm just gonna try to end the combat. We'll figure it out from there. This guy's getting Eldritch to the face.
A 25 will absolutely hit. And also a reminder that he... Oh, wait, you can't see him. So, yeah, it does cancel out to normal. All right, that is 14 damage for the first one.
Damn, he had a lot of health.
They do. The 17 will hit.
Yeah.
Question: am I centered? Is the fog centered on me right now, or should it be like 1 square backwards? Because of where I am standing.
It
You are
doesn't change
correct.
anything.
It should be 1 backwards.
Gotcha.
So, this is
that doesn't
actually
change
just
anything.
purely advantage. If you want to roll 2d20 just to see if either of them crit, you can.
Why would I have advantage?
It's restrained.
Ah, okay. No crits.
No crits. That's fine. You still do 28
Maximum
damage, which is real good.
Nicely done.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
That should bring us to Escher. What would you like to do?
We can use a bonus action to dispel this so that way people can walk in the middle of the room. For starters. And, fuck it. I'm just gonna, at this point, I've had enough of this guy. I'm just gonna try and fucking melt him. I have advantage on this attack roll. So, oh wait, it's not just melee attacks, right? It's also,
Any attack roll. Yeah,
well,
restrain
you
just
know what?
means attacks have advantage against it.
Fuck it. This does more damage, and if I don't kill him, I have confidence that Justin will.
Oh, that one came out already. I think that's a 4th grader.
There we go. 25. Now, let's see this motherfucker melt, for the love of God. 10 damage.
It is still
Damn it.
up.
Okay.
Alright, and then I'll, Actually, hold on, no. I'll end my turn there, because I want him to start his turn here, so...
Okay. I'm going to remove the hag from combat because dead. This thing takes 1d6 at the start of its turn. Aldrich.
And then can it... I'm gonna use my reaction. Can it give me a con saving throw?
Okay, so 5 from Aldrich.
Come on, baby.
Con save.
Come on. Oh! Fucking hell.
Then it is going to try and break free. Again.
And it's gonna make it. Oh my goodness!
And that's his action.
Guys, this is just kind of sad. Can we just... Maybe we just leave this one?
Aldrich, what would you like to do?
For him so we can sacrifice him.
It's not
Is
a
that what
lot.
we're
I
gonna
think it's...
be doing now?
We can try. I mean, did anything happen when we did that with the hag? Because I don't think these things count.
It's sand.
No blood. It's sand. We need blood.
Also, they were chanting something. I don't know if we're gonna know what they were chanting.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do we want to like?
let me improvise.
Doesn't Usher have like a photographic memory or whatever?
Please
That
do not
doesn't
look at
translate it
the
for
words
me.
that they were saying.
Just to say
I mean-
exactly what they were saying.
He can remember kind of what it sounded like.
Say
in the
those
background.
words.
Man has a photographic memory, remembers exactly what it looked like while they were saying the words.
No, I remember. I can tell you exactly what they said. I don't know what they were going to say after, but
Just
We need a
repeat that.
Kenku, damn it.
Russell!
again, we don't know the end of the chant. That is the problem. It's not that remembering it. It's we don't know how it ends.
Just give it to me, I'll improvise.
I'm sure Russell could have figured it out.
Dude,
Uh,
stop.
sorry, guys.
Just please, for the love of God,
Uh,
kill this fucker.
Okay. I'm going to
Just betay him.
primal savagery, I guess. It's the most efficient damage
I
get
wish we
right
could
now.
befriend him. This is an enemy that deserves it after everything we've put him through.
Oh, I don't hit.
Jesus. Nope, that's a miss.
So wait, another turn of it living. Justin, I have faith in you.
I know.
All right. Anything else, Aldrich?
At this point, I'm going to dismiss my my bugs, and that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Funny enough,
Clara.
this is probably the first time the thing's seeing me.
What
I'm
would you like to
coming
do?
Mr. Aldrich!
This is the first
Um,
time anyone's seeing you.
Clara has ditched her stealth because she doesn't need it anymore. Because she's been hidden this whole time, no one's seen her. And she's gonna Naruto run across the room. 5, 10, 15,
Why was I literally picturing that before you said it?
sprints. And she'll
Oh god, she's in speed mode.
she put her Crocs into sport mode and bolted.
Oh, Clara would wear Crocs.
Oh, absolutely.
She's gonna firebolt him because she doesn't feel the need to keep slicing her palms open.
This is with advantage. It's restrained.
Oh hell
So
yeah!
let's just see if it's a
Please
crit.
be the one that does it.
No.
Okay. Give me the normal damage roll.
$13.
It is still up and kicking as
Look,
you send
we
a
just
bolt
take
of
this one
flames
in.
into it.
make this one a boblin.
Well, you see, that's all.
All right, Gideon. You're conscious again. What would you like to do?
I will use half my movement to stand up. This is the only one that's alive, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Oh wait. Ooh. Oh, jeez. I'm pressing the wrong button, no wonder. Then I'm gonna switch to my longbow. That's about as close as I could get to it with half my movement. And hit it with that.
An 8 is not going to. You do have advantage. Just roll another d20.
Yo, its
There
plot
it is.
armor ends today.
Sneak attack. Crit.
Sneak attack crit.
Yeah, baby.
Fucking destroy it.
Please. I'm tired.
How do I make it a crit?
We add the 24 manually, making that
Also, roll the damage for your actual attack.
not needed. It had 4
Okay.
health left.
Heyo.
As
Finally.
Gideon kind of just wakes up and is like, Jesus, this thing's still alive. Just shoots it with a hand crossbow and its head explodes. It is pretty late. I think that's a good place to end it. As we finish the combat.
We did it, guys.
We did it. All right.
Yippee!
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I figured that's where we're ending it now that fucking plot armor elephant is dead. Justin, I wanted to keep this one. I think we could have done it.
Could have.
We must find a way. I could fix him.
Good night, friends. See you next week.
Yeah.
Good night.
I mean, you could see us before then.
Well, not for this.
She's allowed to do things with us before.